another villain defeated, another nation freed, but most importantly, another step closer to the One Piece. And we really gotta celebrate today. Somebody put me a banger on. I'm trying to go crazy.
I hate niggas, 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 I hate.
Man, who put this shit on? What you're looking at right now is the face of the most racist character in all of anime history. We're talking about Roronoa Zoro, also known as the Pirate Hunter. Well, over here, we call him the Minority Hunter. This man does not like black people. Matter of fact, he hates black people. His hatred of everything black goes way back in time. Word on the street, this was his first ever word as a kid. You know how the Straw Hats are known for helping everybody and not discriminating anyone? Yes, everyone besides Zoro. Ain't no nigga safe around this guy, cause let me tell you this, bro. That sword does discriminate. Think about it. About 90% of every single character this man has fought happen to be black. Somebody really said he's trying to make the Grand Line grand again. It's actually crazy, bro. This guy only fights black people. Captain Morgan, Miss Monte, Mr. 5, Mr. 1, Stone Cold Steve Austin with wings, Kaku. But Aliyun, he's not black, he's a giraffe. You're right, you're 100% right. He is indeed a giraffe. Now let me ask you, where are giraffes from? Africa, also known as the Dark Continent, and I wonder why that's the case. Yes, the sole thought of this guy being even slightly associated with Africa and in the process niggas made him shred that guy into pieces. And it doesn't even end here. We also got people like Pika, Kuma, King, and once again, you might say, but Aliyun, is he even black? Which is a very fair question. This guy does wear a mask after all. But luckily for us, he eventually takes that mask off and $1 million question. What race do you think he was? A, white. B, black. C, Asian. D, fucking Namekian. If your answer was B, aka black, ding 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 ding, you are correct. To absolutely nobody's surprise, King turned out to be black. And while King and Zoro might have been going back and forth before this revelation, the moment Zoro realized he was dealing with a nigga, his motherfucker all of a sudden started going absolute nuts.
Disgusting black creatures, get out of my sight.
And I know some of y'all are still gonna argue that this is all coincidence. Well, if this is just coincidence, can explain this. During the 2-year time skip in One Piece, every Straw Hat member ends up training in places that would be beneficial to improving their skills. So what did Zoro do? I'm not even joking. He spent those years just killing monkeys. 2 years straight of just killing monkeys? He must have thought they was niggas.
I'm a dark black African monkey, and you know it.
Man, they really dropped the ball by not having Frieza in that one Dragon Ball Z and One Piece crossover episode. Him and Frieza would have actually been best friends. Also, every sword user in One Piece either uses one sword or 2 swords. Zoro is the only character in the whole series to use 3 katanas to fight. Now tell me, what letter does the word katana start with? It starts with the letter K. And once again, how many katanas does Zoro have? He has 3 katanas. Yes, it is exactly what it looks like. K, K, K. You cannot make this shit up, bro. This man really wants us to know that he does not like black. Out of his 3 katanas, guess which one is the only one that he gets rid of? The black one. It's the black one. Bro, you cannot tell me that all of these are coincidences. Honestly, when the crew inevitably finds the One Piece, make sure that this nigga can't get his hands on all the money and riches. I can only imagine what he would do with all that. Guys, I still can't believe it. After many trials and tribulations, we found the One Piece. And now that I look at it, this is even more money than expected. What are we even gonna do with all this? For example, you, Zoro. Let's say I gave you 65 million berries of this money. What would you do with it?
Now I'm going to get me some slaves. If I get 65 million, I'm putting black folk back in slavery on an island in some motherfucking world. Send them over here to Nigger Island. I'm gonna create a new slavery system for niggas.
And his hatred for blackness goes beyond just fighting black characters. For example, in one of the flashbacks of the live-action version of One Piece, we get to see a young Zoro and his best friend, who's this shorty with a big-ass nose, bro. Like, goddamn! Damn, bro. Man, if that shit poke you in the eye, it is over. I'm actually surprised Zoro lost one of his eyes only after the time skip, hanging around someone pointing a dagger like that on her face. Anyways, in this flashback, Zoro says that she is the only friend that he's got in that dojo. And look, I do know Zoro ain't exactly the most sociable guy, but even then, that still seems pretty weird. In such a big ass dojo, there's gotta be at least one or two extra people that he should be able to get along with. Well, it only takes one quick look around that place to understand why he does not get along with anybody else there. And this sentiment continues even after he joins the Straw Hats and actually has real friends now. For example, Zoro absolutely hates Sanji. Every single interaction between these two characters risks ending up in a freaking death battle. But why does Zoro hate Sanji so much? Is it because of his goofy ass eyebrows? Or is it because of his simp ass behavior? Which fuck, would be pretty understandable. Man, Sanji's my boy, but holy shit, this man gotta be the thirstiest nigga in the history of humanity. We're talking about a guy that damn near fucking died because he seen a bad bitch and got the biggest nosebleed ever.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
He literally had to get an urgent blood transfusion, otherwise he would have been gone and done forever. Like, come on, bro. Even if you're the biggest Sanji fan, you gotta admit that's fucking crazy. And while all of these might be very possible reasons on why Zoro hates Sanji, the real answer is actually way simpler than that. Do y'all remember what Sanji's nickname is? It's Black Leg Sanji. Damn, it all makes sense now. Also, remember during the Water 7 arc when Usopp left the Straw Hats after having an argument with Luffy? He's the only one person that was opposed to allowing him to return back. And I know this video is starting to sound like a quiz, but tell me, what does Usopp look like? You still can't tell? Hold on. Does this help? Once again, it all makes sense now. You can tell Zoro never liked this guy. Unfortunately for him though, his black ass does indeed come back. And this is where something a lot of y'all might have not noticed comes into play. In the next arc, Kuma Bear removes all the pain suffered from Luffy in battle and offers to give it to Zoro instead. And Zoro didn't accept that offer even though he had a really high chance of dying because he wanted to help his captain. He actually took all that shit because he'd much rather fucking die than spend even more time on a boat with that nigga. Holy shit, bro. He'll just know that if this motherfucker ever found the Dragon Balls, he would wish for the world to go back in time. To pre-1963 America, that is. Why do you think when Sanji found him after taking all that damage, he did not say a single word? And no, it was not because he was mewing, and it's certainly not because of all the pain from the damage. He was simply lost in his thoughts thinking, damn, I might actually die. But oh well, at least if I end up going to the afterlife, I get to punch Martin Luther King and Malcolm X in the face. And the same thing happened with Robin, aka another dark-skinned member of the crew. Well, before the time skip at least. When she asked to join the Straw Hats, he was the first one ready to cut her down.
Fucking punk ass black bitch.
And while others eventually agreed on letting her join the crew, he was the only person to still be against it in the end. And it's not because she used to be one of their enemies. He was actually thinking, one black person on this boat is already too much. We don't want this ship turning into a freaking jungle. Man, it's honestly unfortunate that Zoro does not mess with us chocolate people. There's gotta be a big reason why he hates niggas so much. Did he catch his mom cheating on his dad with Mandingo or something? It'd honestly be nice to be able to have a conversation with him to see what he's actually like in person. Actually, maybe that's not a good idea. If this guy ever seen me in person, the moment he sees my complexion, he'd cut me down in an instant. I mean, they do call him the minority hunter for a reason. Oh shit, I completely forgot. I actually have a new roommate moving in today. I wonder what he looks like. Well, I guess we'll find out now.
Nice to meet you. My name is...
Zoro? What are you doing here?
Hi, I'm your new roommate.
Oh, why is it always me? Why is it always me? Well, I guess I have no option. I gotta let him in. Come on, I'll show you your room. This can only end up in a bad way, man.
6 months later.
So it's been a few months since me and Zoro have been living together, and honestly, it's been surprisingly going great. I would even say that we're pretty much best friends at this point. Man, I was honestly worried about nothing. All those stupid rumors of him being racist are all BS. You think a racist guy would get me a birthday present? Nah, come on, man. You didn't have to. Well, might as well look what's inside. Some bananas! Ha 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 ha! This is exactly what I wanted!
I know this is what you African monkeys like to eat over there, so I thought I would get you some for your birthday.
What did you say?
I mean, I know your potassium levels have been low recently, so I thought I would get you some bananas as a present.
Oh, I see. Thank you, man. Like I said, this is exactly what I wanted. I really only have good words to say about Zoro, and I'm very glad that we became best friends. Hey, bro, can you give me some of the snacks?
Do my eyes deceive me? Or is this a nigger telling me what to do?
So can I get some or?
I got some in the drawer in my room.
Okay, thank you, bro. I'm gonna go get him now. Looks like we found it. Let's see what he got in here. What?